Hey YouTube, old proud veteran here, OPV. Been a little while since I did a video and had some personal things going on, some medical things, but I'm going to try to get caught up and do some more videos. But on this one here, this can be a quick one, get some people thinking. HR 3590 and HR 4872. These laws are actually sections attached to the Obamacare. The HR actually stands for House of Representatives, so it's a House of Representatives bill or law. It's dealing with the RIFD implants, which stands for Radio Frequency Identification. The radio frequency transmitter system for patient identification and healthcare information. What this is in the Obama 2,300 page bullcrap law is now in effect. The 3590, the healthcare system, what it says is that the population will be tagged with RFID chips, which is supposed to, it's a class 2 medical data storage system that is supposed to store your medical data and information. And if you look at the pictures, you can see what I'm talking about. A couple different type transmitters, but they're all about the size of a grain of rice, or a little bit bigger. And they implant them into your hand or into your forearm or into your upper arm, back, anywhere they can put them in anywhere actually. Most are either in your hand or in your forearm. So basically what's happening with this stuff, it's supposed to hold your name and social security number and your medical data and your prescriptions and all that stuff. So if you go to a hospital or a doctor's office, they can just take the scanner, scan it, and they've got all your data right there on the scanner, put it right in their computer. Not a bad idea, but the problem what they're doing with it is, and the way the law is written, is that the government can use it to put any information they want on there. So basically what that means is the national database of any type that the government deems necessary or appropriate by the executive branch of the U.S. federal government, they can put any kind of information they want on that chip. So it's able actually to hold your bank account information, your credit card information, all your history, your medical history, along with your military service history and records. They can also put on your any criminal backgrounds. All that can be put on there. They can have, the scanners do not have to be placed right on the body. You could actually do it from several feet away. And they could actually put up, like at airports, the walk-through thing for Department of Homeland Security can be upgraded for these. So you walk through there, and the screen's going to show all your data. If you've got a warrant for an arrest somewhere, and you got this implant, they can put that in there. So anywhere you go, they can have it. The government can use this and stop using money or credit cards. You'd have to actually, go into a store that have a scanner. You put your hand under the scanner or your arm, it would scan it, and it would come right out of your bank account. I mean, futuristic stuff, but it's actually available. And basically it's the same thing as sticking one of them in the dogs, where you can get the GPS to find your dog. And yes, it has GPS capability. So again, the government can pull up your code for your, type it in, pull up your code at NSA or Department of Homeland Security, and activate your code for your transponder, as it is a transmitter, and they can find out where you're at. So basically what's going to end up happening, supposedly after this law went into effect, it's written in there, it's supposed to happen 36 months after the bill was made into law, which it's not, and they are working on it now. So unknown told when it's actually going to happen, but eventually you're going to go to the doctor, and if you don't have one of these implants, or go to emergency room with a heart attack, they're going to scan you and say, where's your implant? I don't have one. We can't treat you, because all your medical information is going to be on there, your insurance and everything else. So you'd be denied medical treatment because you don't have the implant. So at that point, you'd have to get the implant put in, however long that takes, get your data and stuff like that. But basically, they can use this for anything. They control, this another way of controlling people and where they're at and what they're doing. So if they go all the way and put all your information on there here in the future, say the next 5, 10, 15 years, and don't use money anymore, use this for your currency, your pay and everything would be downloaded into the records and put right on there. The government could freeze your pay at any time, freeze your money. If they were looking for you and wanted to find you, you wouldn't be able to get a place because no place would take money anymore. I mean, you'd have to scan your hand. So unless you go and chop somebody else's hand off or get their scanner, basically, like you've seen in some of the sci-fi movies, that's what you'd have to do. But I mean, it is coming. They are using it. It's being tested. It does work, and there are people out there that are already in the test group that are using this with their data. But like I said, if you go in, if you want to go through that 2,300 page Obamacare Act, and you really want to look at it or start digging into these two HR laws that I was talking about in this with the GPS, and go into dig into some information on it, the way it's written, of course, the way the government writes everything, it's wide-ended, it's open, so they can do whatever they want with it. So it's just another thing that the Obama administration would have control over. Could you deny getting it put in? For a while, yeah. But like I said, what happens when he decides that they put out a deadline, you know, by the year 2022, if you do not have this microchip with all your medical information and your insurance on there, you'll be denied medical treatment anywhere in the United States. So he's going to force you to get it if you want medical care. So is it going to happen in the next 6 months? No. Next year or two? I doubt it. 8, 10 years from now? Good possibility. So it's just something to think about. Some more things that are coming up. I just figured I want to run across that, and it kind of shocked me, but I knew stuff like that was being worked on and coming, but I didn't realize it was already written into the laws. So a lot of stuff out there. Well, all this really shows you more of is there's a lot of laws out there that they don't tell you about. They don't have to tell you when they make a new law. They just put it in the books. Then when you violate it or they want to use it, it's there. So just some ideas, some things to think about, what's going on out there. So get ready for your implant, and have a good day. Stay safe. As always, if you see a veteran out there, give them a shout out and a thanks. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Prepare. God bless.